Saipan is a tiny Pacific paradise, but it's bet too much on casinos. And now, the small US Commonwealth is hamstrung by a Chinese company that promised to spend $7 billion here. This resort project is being built by Hong Kong-listed Imperial Pacific. Since opening in 2015, the casino has contributed to around 60% of Saipan's revenue. But last year, super typhoon Yutu struck Asia hard, slowing the flow of tourists to a trickle in Saipan. For Imperial Pacific, it was a disaster, contributing to a huge loss in 2018, and slashing tax revenues paid to the island by 70%. I recently traveled to Saipan, where I saw the project now so far behind it's hampering the island's recovery.
The casino resort was meant to open in 2017. Currently only the casino is operational, and the hotel part has been given a deadline until 2021 to open.
Labour shortages have caused delays. Federal restrictions limit the number of foreigners able to work here. And on top of it all, wealthy gamblers aren't coming back. When I visited, only around 4 casino tables out of 100 were occupied, and parts of the casino set aside for high-roller gamblers were shut. Locals are now worried that the casino is not doing what it promised to boost the whole economy. I met with local lawmaker Christina Sablan.
It's right in the heart of our tourist district. It is an eyesore as it is, and nobody wants to see it go the way of some of the blighted buildings that you see in other parts of the island, right? People want to see the project completed and they would like to see it succeed.
Glenn Hunter is a businessman who spoke to me in one of his cafes. He wants more transparency for a project he says impacts the whole island.
Along with the casino industry come negative impacts, right? Social impacts, cultural impacts, impacts on infrastructure, impacts on the environment, and those impacts have to be offset in some way. And the hope is that you recoup enough financially to negate those or to mitigate those negatives. Who's going to offset these negative impacts? We the taxpayers have been shouldering it.
As casino revenues dry up, officials are thinking about legalizing online gambling. Critics say that could lead to a rise in money laundering, but for some, it may be a bet worth making.